Sawasdee krab. Good day to everyone, and may I take this opportunity to wish you a happy and prosperous as well as a healthy new year 2023. For quite a certainty now that Thailand will have national general elections. Most probably the elections would be held, I think, in the midst of the year 2023. The Thai Prime Minister, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, is now in the position to dissolve the parliament from now until the month of March, the last period of the present parliamentary terms. So he can wait until, I think, 27th of March for the end of the parliament, or he could dissolve the parliament before that period from now on. And when the elections come, then Thailand would have a new government by the second half of the year 2023. But in a liberal democracy, the key institution is political parties, because political parties are the linkage between the masses or the people and the sovereign power of the people in the country. Political parties is a bridge between the people and the institution of authorities, the cabinet, the parliament, the judicial, and all of this and so on. And for the past 90 years, the successes and the failures of Thai political processes under or within the democratic setting have been a sort of ups and downs. And the key cause of failures do come from the failures of political parties to behave accordingly. Why Thai political parties have not been able to behave like any political parties in a more advanced democracies and so on. I think one key reason for that failure is the fact that most of political parties have not been ideologically oriented. They have no ideology as the base to forge a common front of its members and supporters and so on. Second, political parties in Thailand have become more or less like a business institution. Parties could be set up by a group of people or personalities that would, I think, enter into the political arena to look for vested interests and so on. They are like self-seeking entities rather than entities that would serve the people and the country at large. And the other failure of Thai political party is that it's most of the time is very much personality oriented. So it is like an ad hoc entity. Political parties are being set up to serve one or two particular persons and so on. So the parties serve the personalities or the vested business interest group or the vested interest groups, but not serving the members, not serving the public and the society as a whole. For example, at this point in time, in the current Thai political scene, I could say that all political parties in Thailand at the moment, except one party, the Democrat Party, are all ad hoc parties serving an interest of one particular person or one particular family or a group of families and so on that form and set up the political parties. The Democrat Party has been and is still the exception, that is still more or less based on some sort of the liberal democracy ideology, and it is not owned, commanded or controlled by any one particular person or a group of like-minded personalities with interest that goes beyond serving the country and so on. So all of these ad hoc parties, once that family or that personality disappear from the scene, then the party will disappear, will be dissolved automatically, because nothing is left for the rest of the members of the party to hold on together, because they have held on together, they have been holding on together because they believe in one personality, or they are dependent on one family or one personality, but they have no common ideology to stick together and so on. Once that personality or that particular family disappeared, then the party is more or less dissolved. But the Democrat Party, almost 90 years now, has been able to continue because it's still a party that still have some sort of a common ideology for the members to stick together, and no one particular person was able to either control or command the party like a personal a business domain or fiefdom and so on. So in that sense, the look of Thai democratization process doesn't seem to be that promising, unless and until political parties become real political parties based on common ideology, common belief and stance, with a clear-cut targets and aims to offer to the people at large and so on. And what would be the duty for all of us Thai citizens and so on is to make sure that there will be laws, either in the constitution itself or in the organic law, that would, I think, impose strict rules and regulations for political parties, for them to be political parties that are based on some common belief, some common ideology and so on, and not to be based on dependency on a family, a group of personality, or one particular personality. It must be a sort of a party that would serve the common interests of the society as a whole. And we have been experimenting with democracy, with political parties for almost 90 years now. It's about time that we turn the corner and make the political parties as the bridges between the mass and the authorities behave accordingly, that they become the real bridge of democracy, of participation, of participatory politics, and serve the society at large. So a bit of my personal look at the problems of Thai politics because of the failures of political parties. ขอบคุณมากครับ thank you very much